Hi everyone, today we are playing Spyro. This is one of my childhood games. It's not my first PlayStation game, but my god. It was one of the best stories I have. Well, maybe not the best story, but I have a story. Going over this one. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, right over it.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful here in the Five Worlds, or is it six? For a dragon's age. We now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Gnasty Gnorc character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Gnasty Gnorc is a simple creature. Vampire. He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon King. No threat! Besides, he is ugly that does it.
Looks like I've got some things to do.
I like how he gets so mad for being like dissed and roasted by these dragons. I mean, come on. Would you let anyone do you like that, guys? They doing you dirty. He was kind of ugly though.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world. Then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Gnasty Gnorc? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
I mean, we could. Yeah. I love this. I love this. I swear. Also, one of the first things I did was like just jump around on these stones. As a kid, because I was just like, wow, look at all this freedom, and then all of a sudden, whoa, secret level. I didn't even need to hear about the secret level. That's actually like a secret in the future.
Where's Gnasty Gnorc? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro. You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing? His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
Yeah, because I think this is like the first time I ever played a game with this much freedom in it. Because up until this point, oh jeez, what did I have? I had that Rugrats Studio game. It had some freedom, but you couldn't just go and do what you want like this. So you can, well, you could, but everything was pertaining these mini games. And it had, this game just has like such a sense of adventure that I have never have felt before. And I love it. That's probably one of the reasons why all the Spyro games hold a special place in my heart. Then I love like dragons, and you give me this tiny cute one. Yes. But yeah, I did not buy this game. You see, how I came across to know Spyro, I didn't ever see any of the commercials. I only saw the Crash Bandicoot ones. And I had no idea that Spyro even existed, or Insomniac Studios, which, yeah, they're one of my favorite studios to make games. But the only way I had found out is coming across one of my friends in elementary. We were in the 5th grade, and we were talking about it during class. I forgot what we were doing. Sorry, teacher. You were still one of my favorite teachers, I swear. She really is. But, yeah, we're gonna call this friend Timmy. Little Timmy and Aja. Just shooting the breeze. We should be doing some assignment work. We were both big Sonic fans. In case you guys are wondering, my very first game was Sonic 2, and I was just forever in love with games. But I remember one day, what was that store called? Gosh, it's eluding me so much. I'm gonna put it here, because I know it's gonna come back to me in the future. It's been so long since I've seen that thing on store, and it just doesn't exist anymore. But I came across in the store these PC Sonic games. I didn't even know that you could get it for PC. At the time, I was really big on collecting every bit of Sonic media that I could get my hands on. I was that big of a fan. I saw all the movies. Also, the Sonic 06 thing didn't bother me too much. It's don't get me wrong, it is kind of strange, but that already happened in the one of the movies. You know what I'm talking about.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks, plummeting into prehistoric glaciers.
Oh, that.
But, yeah. There was some undesirable Sonic games in the pack that I had to force myself to like because my mom had spent the money on it for me to have this. And, I thought I was getting a great value. I was getting Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles. So those were pretty solid, right? I think the original Sonic was on there. That was quite the experience. That was also a good experience. Not as good as 2. It's still good. That was before the spin dash and everything. But you see, there was some glaring issues with that pack. Namely, there were 2 that I know that Sonic fans are gonna gawk at, and namely the main defender of this was Sonic R. If you don't know Sonic R, well, and it controls very poorly. The other one isn't so bad, but people really hate the soundtracks to both of these games, and that's Sonic CD. I did not get Sonic CD. I think that, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't that also kind of like, I want to say a Sega release, like a Genesis release, but you need the add-on for it, the Sega CD add-on, in order to play that. But I don't know. I'm gonna play devil's advocate here and say that the soundtracks are not so bad. It's just the fact they were in the Sonic game, and that really wasn't what people were looking for. You know what I mean? So, Sonic Guard wasn't only. Oh, hold on.
Do that again.
The artisan's boss is through a portal in the Dragon Mouth, but you are not yet ready, Spyro. First, you must complete one of the other artisan lands.
Sonic Guard's music wasn't the thing that this like snap all my expectations for Sonic. Unfortunately, it was the controls. It controls abysmally. So clunky. You don't really go all that fast. Very underwhelming game for in the Sonic franchise, and also I always thought of what's the point? Sonic is supposed to be the fastest thing alive. How is he supposed to lose? You're ruining the lore. And I never knew why. I didn't know the whole thing with Mario Kart and Mario Party. All the Nintendo stuff I had no knowledge about. I seen the commercials sometimes, but I really didn't think of it much that way. Like, oh, these are more games. I wonder what they were like. And that they were competing against that whole thing. But this wasn't all that good of a game. I was kind of like sucking up to it, trying force myself to like this thing, even though I know it's bad because I was the biggest fan. And I'm not sure how this was brought up in school with my friend Tom. I mean, not Tommy. We said Timmy. With my friend Timmy. He was also a big Sonic fan. He was kind of a jerk, in a sense. He was trying to convince me to not like Sonic because basically Sonic is white or whatever, right? He's not just like a blue hedgehog, right? And you should really be a fan of Knuckles because Knuckles is like Native American. If you guys don't know, I'm always in the like the black tags. I am black, but I'm also mixed with Native American blood. And that was his whole reason why I should not like Sonic the Hedgehog, because we're not the same racial profile. Dude, we're not even the same species. What the fuck?
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
But bear in mind, don't be so hard on Timmy on this. We were just kids, okay? We were kids, and we say stupid things, okay? So don't be hating on Timmy too much. But now, upon thinking about it, that's not cool. I can like whoever I want to like, and be a fan of whatever I want to be, right? But basically, Timmy was a jerk. I don't know why I kept being so nice to Timmy. I even gave him like a book of mine that was of Sonic. It wasn't like the TV. Yeah, it was one of the TV shows. The one with Sally in it. And the Freedom Fighters. I really liked the Freedom Fighters arc. It was like my favorite compared to the one that was made for the game. But I watched all of that. But in any case, he never gave any of my stuff back because because I guess he thought it was gonna be rare or something. I could never tell his mom because his mom was never there. Probably should have told my teacher. But I guess I was like, I didn't want no stitches for being a snitch, but it was mine, and I should still have that today. I will still have it today. So, but back on track. This is established Timmy here. Give me a sec.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the X button at the top of a jump, and try pressing the triangle button to drop down in mid-flight.
I had told him that I had these collection of Sonic games one day, and he's like, cool, you want to try out Spyro for it? I was like, okay, I'll try Spyro. So we traded games to play for a little while, and we were gonna give it back, but at this rate, for the story, I don't know if I was ever gonna see those games again. But he did bring it back, and since Timmy is such a jerk, I did, you know, the thing that we all do when we were kids, because we didn't really have wide access to the internet because we were so young. I told him there was one extra emerald in the Chaos Emeralds that he needed to find, and I guess in Sonic R, he did not appreciate it. So he told me there was like a mama dragon in Spyro. Basically pumping me to look for it, only to be like, hey, wait a minute. There's no mama dragon in this. And we don't give her any of the eggs. In fact, during the original Spyros, there's no female dragons. You ever realize that? And yet there's eggs. I never could understand. You just have all these dragon daddies. But I ended up telling him that I would trade the Spyro games for my Sonic games, which I guess now they're kind of rare because you don't really see those Sonic PC games these days, or at least those older ones. Not at all. Yeah, mine just wasn't in box anyway, so it's fine. So he agreed, and to make the trade more fair, he gave me the whole trilogy of games. And I was like, that's cool. So I ended up with how many? Oh, I jumped down too soon. That's alright, I'll go back for that. I ended up with all these good games. And I ended up falling in love with Spyro. I love this cute little guy. Very special place in my heart. And plus, I didn't have to play Sonic R anymore. I didn't have to play Sonic CD anymore, which, again, is not a bad game. I don't think the soundtracks are too bad. I think, if anything, with Sonic CD, maybe if you got rid of the vocals, maybe people would be more into it. But at the time, I was kind of blown away with all the cutscenes and stuff. I never had seen that in a Sonic game. It was cool to me, at least that from that part. But on hindsight, I'm probably gonna end up playing Sonic R again. Just to show you guys what I mean. But that's the story of how I came across Spyro. Timmy still has all my stuff today, I suppose. Maybe. Jerk.
After you freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya.
But really, Timmy, if you're out there, I'm coming for you, man. I'm coming back from my. I don't even think it's that rare today. I think those books, those Freedom Fighter ones, they weren't like the comic books or anything. They were actual like books. And I misinterpret what would be valuable, I suppose. Wait a minute. Did I get a key? No, I didn't get the key. Oh. Don't worry, I'll come back for you. I gotta find the key. Be right back. Hold on, guys. I gotta jump over this thing and get the key. Okay, here we go. I forgot I had to come down here. I was so into the Timmy story. Oh jeez, the Timmy story is messing me up so bad. Am I the only one that played it this way? I think everyone, if I'm not mistaken, used like active camera. I couldn't stand the active camera. I like having control of the camera, even though it's so slow. Like, kids today, you don't know. Back then, since the controllers did not come with analogs, we had to control the camera with the triggers, if that was even an option.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong. Like me.
Sure.
Thanks, Dragon Dad. It was at this moment that I realized I must be a Nis Crossma or a Whizblank, because I couldn't even read that I was done with this area. It must be like 1 or 2 more gems left somewhere. Give me a sec. I gotta go find them. I cannot. I just can't. You know what I mean? Okay. As you can tell, I've been looking for quite some time, and that gem does not want to be found today. Cause, you know, I kinda cleaned out the house. This sucks. I will come back and get it though. But you know what? I'll leave this one gem wherever it is, out in this one stage. This is the only one that's gonna happen. And if you guys are wondering why I'm not using sparks, because you played the Reunited trilogy, well, we didn't have the search option for sparks until the 3rd game, and even after that, it took a while to unlock it, like close to the last stages of the whole game. So I'm on my own with that. But yeah, this is gonna do it for Spyro for now. I will come back to this. But until then, I'll see you all the next time. Bye! Bye bye! Get back over here! Come on! Get over here!